That's good practice so the sugar doesn't sit on the bottom of the saucepan and start to caramelise early. The glucose, golden syrup is used instead of glucose, because it will always be one or the other. They're both equally as good. This prevents crystallisation. Of the honey, both sugars, the brown sugar and white caster sugar. Add this to the heat, stir gently, but once this comes to the boil, all mixed in, don't stir it again, because that will just start the crystallisation process and it will go wrong. You will have to start from the beginning again if that happens. This will transform into a syrup when all the sugar is dissolved, and it will come to a light boil. Turn the heat down and add your sugar thermometer and get ready to read the temperature up to about 118 you're looking for in the first instance. It's important to make sure all the equipment is ultra clean. This will prevent crystallisation. Have somewhere hygienic to put your tools into rather than making a mess everywhere, and get a jug with some cold water and a brush and brush down the sides of the saucepan where crystallisation will start. You can see now that it's just starting to think about coming to the boil. The aim is to boil all the liquid water out of the mixture and take it to 118 to 120 degrees to a light caramel stage before we add the next ingredients. Feel across the bottom, make sure all the sugar has been dissolved. And have ready your thermometer, again making sure it's clean, and just make a mental note of where the temperature is. You can see there it's 120, so just below there, another mark there, it's between soft ball and hard ball. Here goes the thermometer. It will slowly rise to about 100 degrees fairly quickly, and then from then on it will go very slowly to 118 degrees. As you can see, it's boiling quite rapidly. I've now turned the heat down. You won't get an instant response because the liquid is very hot. It's getting up towards 115 degrees now, and I've got the water here to make sure we don't get any crystals on the side. Again, just keeping the heat down as low as possible. Even removing it from the heat for a moment will just keep a control of it. This liquid is extremely hot, so if it does boil over and go onto you, it will really hurt. Just controlling the heat. We are nearly at 118. It hasn't got far to go now. If you want to take it up to 120, it's going to take a couple of more minutes. However, we want a soft caramel where we can use it. Have ready on the tray next to you the other ingredients that are going to go into the caramel to flavour it. So we've got some vanilla essence, salt, soft butter, a little bit of lemon juice or acetic acid or citric acid, and you can use Ghanaian cocoa mass. In this case we haven't got that, but we're going to use cocoa nibs that have been ground down in an Italian coffee grinder to a very fine powder, and that will give that authentic flavour. So we're at the temperature now. Take out the thermometer. You've got a jug with water in, just pop it in there. That's going to help it clean. And with a whisk now, take it off the heat and add the ingredients. High quality vanilla paste, or you can use 2 vanilla pods, just the seeds. But it's worth stating it must be high quality. You've got to get the right flavour. Add the soft butter. And a little bit of salt. It's all been weighed out very accurately with the recipe. Again, if you don't want the salt, you can omit that. Gently whisk. Till all the ingredients are incorporated. The smell coming off this is amazing. Gently whisk this, and by gently I mean very gently, avoiding air bubbles. And to balance all of these flavours out, you need a little bit of citric acid. That will help to stabilise it all together, yeah. So that's going to improve the shelf life and prevent crystallization. So just bring it back up to the boil, making sure all the ingredients have been mixed, and we can take it off the boil now. And we need to leave this cool down. We're going to pack it in a jar, and we're not going to do that till it reaches 70 degrees. So that needs to cool down quite a lot right now. Okay, just to make sure it's at the right consistency, get some ice cold water and grab a teaspoonful of the mix, and gently let it fall into the mixture, into the water. And just let it settle for a little while. Drain off the water. And you should be left with a little bit of the mixture in the bottom, which you can gather into a soft ball. When that's ice cold, that'll be perfect for piping. It's worth noting it's in the jar now, it's reached a nice temperature, it's cooling off lovely. Just look how smooth and shiny it is. No evidence of crystallization whatsoever. That means you followed the recipe to the T absolutely perfectly. It's looking good, I can't wait to try it.